Jordan launched, get this, 1,202 mid-rangers. Compared to his hero, the young Bryant's bag wasn't very deep, especially in the mid-range. But that's where the Mamba mentality comes in. Bryant was never content to just be a really good young player. He wanted to be the best. He needed to be the best. And back then, to be the best scorer in the world, you needed to excel in the mid-range. So he went to work, and by the time he was in his early 20s, Kobe had already developed one of the most devastating mid-range portfolios in the game. Nobody in league history, except for Michael Jordan, could both create and knock down their own jumpers as well as Kobe. And it makes sense that he was so comfortable with the ball in his hands, since he had the handles and the footwork to go get a bucket anytime he wanted. That came in handy throughout his career, as Bryant leveraged his unbeatable mid-range game to create and sink game winners with regularity.
Backs down barrel, a step back fade, he got it at the buzzer!
There is no shortage of highlights to capture his ability to break down a great defender, find his spot, and hit a big shot in a huge moment. That's all built from his tireless work ethic, which drove him to develop an endless array of moves. And it didn't hurt that he was never afraid to miss.
I have no fear whatsoever. If I take the last second shot and I miss, so what?
Kobe probably peaked as a pure scorer in 05-06 when he averaged a ridiculous 35.4 points per game. The only player to eclipse that mark since is James Harden with 36.1 in 2018-19. And that was largely due to the fact that most of Harden's field goals were worth an extra point compared to Kobe, who shot less than half as many threes as the Beard. That year, the Mamba averaged 12.2 made buckets per game. The biggest chunk of those buckets came from the mid-range, and most of those were unassisted. It was a marvelous performance that is not only the second highest scoring game ever, it was also fueled by those solo shots. That historic night, 18 of Bryant's 28 makes were unassisted. Oh, he could dribble into pull-ups like this. He could create space with pump fakes like this. His fadeaways were downright Jordan-esque, beautiful, efficient, and unguardable. His spin moves were legendary. He could hit floaters, leaners, or whatever else he needed to hit in almost any predicament, especially with the game on the line. And you knew you were always in trouble when he started chewing on his jersey. Just ask Matt Barnes.
While chewing on his jersey, he buries a 22-footer.